I don't know where to go. nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Bobbity, bobbity, bop. We are back, we are back, we are back. Shout out to the confident, intelligent, and assertive men out there. The CIA. One love to the feminine, beautiful, inspirational ladies in the house. The FBI. How you doing, ladies? Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? What's going on? For those of you who don't know, my name is Kevin Samuels. I'm a professional image consultant, but that ain't why you're here. You're here to listen to what we talk about day in, day out, week in, week out, about relationships, about what we do in relationships. That's why you are here. Big Shirley, how you doing, girl? How you doing, Shirley? Shirley says she's doing just fine. All right, here's what I'm gonna ask everybody to do. Guys, keep the engagement up so we don't have to take breaks and, chill out and go here and go there. I mean, let's just keep the engagement up so we can keep the show moving. Let's check in and do a sound check. Sound check 1, 2. Sound check 1, 2. That's it. You are here because I'm a big old sexy motherfucker. All right. Candle of the evening from the house of Diptyque. We have none other than the OG fragrance, the candle Bay. B-A-Y. Not B-A-Y. B-A-I-E-S. Bay. Let's get it closer. Let's get it closer. B-A-I-E-S from Diptyque. And the fragrance of the day, well, let's see. If you've been on Instagram, you can kind of guess it. The fragrance of the day started off with Cologne Pour Le Matin. So the cologne of the morning. Guys, this from Francis Kershaw. Lavender, lemon, and thyme. Gentlemen, this is what you want to, fresh out of the shower, getting out of a hot shower on a bright morning, great fragrance. And look at that big bottle. You can never get rid of it. Stuff is good. Sadly, it's not as easy to get as it once was. And then the fragrance of the evening, Baccarat Rouge 540, the OG classic, the Extract de Parfum, the better version. People love this fragrance. It's an Atlanta addiction. I gotta admit that I own all 3 versions. The original version came in the Baccarat Crystal. Then the other version from Francis Kershaw was the Eau de Parfum in a clear bottle. But this one right here, probably one of the most stolen fragrances on the planet. You will often have to ask for the tester of this because anywhere this is out, people walk away with the tester. They walk away with the tester, or they'll come over and make their own testers. You know, Shout out to you folks who do that. But that ain't kosher. Oh, damn it! I'm sorry, guys. I need my remote. My bad. I was out, and I'm a little bit late getting started. Shoot, where is it? I knew I was gonna forget this thing. There it is. There is the remote. My apologies. Um, if you haven't been on my Instagram, go check it out. I was just hanging out with the one, the only, the shark himself, Mr. Damon John. Appreciate it, my brother. Out here doing what we do because we are just getting started. Kevin Samuels did not come up with the concept of high value man. It's been around for a long time, just like alpha male and beta male and all this other stuff. What I did is I put some parameters and a definition to it that lined up with a lot of my clients and a lot of the men that I know and a lot of the women who say they want certain men. And we spent the better part of a year and some change figuring this out. I'm going to look down and the likes aren't over 2,500. I'm going to shut the chat off. We spent the better part of a year and a half discussing the concept of a high value man. Now, the funny thing is, many people may disagree with my quote unquote version of a high value man, and that's French toast, that's fine. But what you rarely ever hear is someone saying that the concept of a high value man is not true. Men know there is a ranking amongst us. And we know that in order to compete and get the things we want as men, we must rank. Men aren't stupid. Men aren't dumb. We know these things. So, if that's true, then the converse must be true as well. If there is a high value man, there also must be a high value woman. Not necessarily. A woman that's highly valuable is not necessarily a woman who is highly wanted or desired. See, there's a desired woman and a woman that's in demand. On Instagram, you can find a lot of women that are desired. Oh my God. You can go many places and see women who are desired. But just like money alone does not make a man high value, being desired alone does not make you really in demand. So if there's a high value man, there also must be a most wanted woman or a high demand woman. Pick your poison. Now, what are some things that a high demand woman need to have? Glad you asked. Let's get into it. Glad you asked. Let's get into it. Okay. Let me also start reading some of these super chats too. I'm gonna do my best to. When I'm on the road, guys, it's much harder to stay on top of all this stuff. So I'll do my best to read the super chats and things as they go. Let's see. But if you want to talk on the platform, you need to be a member and also hit that Patreon. All right. So here we go. All right. A woman that's in high demand, a high demand woman or a most wanted woman, similar to a high value man, these are women that across the board in any economy, any system of governance, anytime in history, these women were typically sought after. They were most wanted. high demand, meaning if you have a demand for something, let's say something everybody can use, an iPhone. An iPhone is too common. See, luxury items, that's not even, I don't want to use that because that's not most people. Things that are in high demand typically are in short supply. Okay? Basic economics. Things that are in high demand tend to have supply issues. Okay? Because if the demand is high and the supply is high, I don't want to get too far into economics. Just let's look at it this way. If you're in high demand, that's cool, but you also got to be wanted. See, toilet tissue is in is in demand, and it's also wanted. Nobody wants to wipe their hand with twigs. I mean, like their butt with twigs on their hands. There has to be a mix of desirability, demand, and being just out wanted. The hierarchy of needs. And these women have typically been the most wanted women, the highest demand women. And get your pen and pencil out because here goes the lesson. Hit the super chat, get them up. Let's get them up because I'm about to teach. Ladies, if you ask yourself, are you a most wanted woman? Are you a most wanted woman? I know a lot of women think they are, but I'm gonna tell you, let's judge based upon the things that the kind of men you ladies want from a woman. Most wanted woman, high demand women. First, it starts off above everything else with a mindset. You could be drop dead gorgeous. You could be feminine. You could be a literal Venus de Milo of a photograph of a sculpture. But if your mindset is jacked up, you may be desired, but you're not necessarily wanted or in demand. What you're wanted for, the demand for you may be physical. So the desirability of a woman, if it's on the physical, it's generally just for a short-term sexual whatever. When I say mindset, appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it, folks. If you don't want your donation or support of the platform to be seen by everybody, I know there are a lot of people who watch the show, love the show. They're like, man, I don't want to get trolled. I don't want these crazy folks who hate you to be flaming me up. So hit the Cash App. That's how you support me without getting the backlash. Just hit the Cash App. Okay? A woman that's in high demand, a woman that's most wanted or in high demand has a mindset. Well, damn, Kevin, that should go without saying. Yeah. But what is her mindset? Now let's get into it. Her mindset is three main things. She's cooperative, she's smart, and she's agreeable. See, all three of those things must be there. She must be smart, but a woman that's smart and disagreeable is not a woman that's in high demand. She's not a woman that's really wanted. A woman who's smart and cooperative, but not agreeable, is kind of useless because she'll only cooperate when she agrees. A woman who's cooperative and agreeable but not smart is also kind of just blind leading the blind. She must be smart, cooperative, and agreeable. Agreeable, cooperative, smart. Whatever you want to say, ACS. That's the basis of that mindset. Now, I know a lot of folks are going to be like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, man. Oh, y'all been banging on femininity for the longest. I thought it was about the femininity. No. You can be feminine and not smart. What good? This is where the PhDs
I'm a PhD.
have an argument because there's book smart and there's common sense smarts. You want a blend of both. Because a woman that's in high demand or most wanted is going to be the mother of your children. She's going to be the one who guards the castle. She needs to be smart. She needs to be able to make decisions. She doesn't need to sit there and look like a pretty thing. So that when women talk about, I just inspire my man, no. You don't just inspire a man by your beauty. Oftentimes, men are inspired by a woman's intellect. It's how she chooses to show that intellect, whether it's overbearing or whether it's done, um, or whether it's done in a way that's palatable to his ego. Yes, yes, ladies, you're going to have to be palatable to a man's ego. If you don't want to do that, knock it. Just go ahead and just exit stage left. You must be palatable to a man's ego, or this is a non-starter. If not, go get a lady, go get a girlfriend or something. I mean, but women have egos as well. Okay. All right. So here we go. A most woman has a mindset that's agreeable, cooperative, and above all, smart. I think smarts is more than anything else. I don't deal with women that aren't smart. You know, I'm a guy. This is my personal thing. I'm attracted to intelligence and beauty. So that's a rare mix because a lot of time, anyway. So if you have these things, kudos for you. And thing is, if a man is a high earner, top 10%, 5%, 3%, 1% percentage of that man is going to be dealing with things that he didn't deal with when he was a minimum wage earner. A woman needs to be able to manage all that as well. She can't just be sitting there waiting for marching orders. She needs to bring something to the table. And in this regard, a mindset. Her mindset is so important. And there are other things that can go into a mindset, but I'm talking about the basics. The dough, the sauce, the cheese. The basis of the pizza. I'm not talking about everything that goes on the pizza. I'm talking about the basis. The basics of the pizza. Okay. What is the next thing in women who are in most demand? What is the next thing? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess what is the next thing? We need another 800 likes, guys. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I'm going to shout out the chat room. The next thing in a most wanted woman or a high demand woman, she must be fit. I know a lot of women are going to balk at this, but listen to what I'm saying before you start complaining. Physically fit, mentally fit. Physically fit, she must be in good shape. Why? Because fitness is about two things. Well, about three things. I'm sorry. Three things, the 3Ds: discipline, dedication, and discernment. Discipline, dedication, and discernment. A woman that is fit is a disciplined woman. She has the discipline to stick to a diet, a workout routine, to follow through on something that she starts. The discipline. She is self-disciplined. This is the thing that separates a high demand woman, a most wanted woman, from a lot of other women who are just out here frolicking. She is disciplined. She goes to bed, she gets up, she has a routine. She is disciplined. She's not rigid, but she is disciplined. She is also dedicated, and that dedication is to her discipline, to her mindset, to her man, to her family, to her job, whatever it is. She is dedicated. That translates into loyalty, accountability, foundational things that a man can rely upon of a woman to be there. A woman who's disciplined and dedicated is a woman that a man does not need to watch his six all the time. And she is discerning. You can be disciplined and not discerning. This is when you see a lot of women who you might think have a shot at this, but then on Instagram, half their pictures are with their ass to you. Discerning. Discernment. This is what's going to be, whether it's your children, she's going to have to teach the children discernment. She's going to have to know discernment. Oh, I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to go that way. I'm not going to go out with these girlfriends, or I'm not going to go to this party. I'm not going to go to these things. This is a woman that does not have to be told what. She just knows, well, that's not a good look. That doesn't fit with who I am. What? No, no, no. Discipline, but not rigid, dedicated, and discerning. Now we're talking about a woman, okay? Somebody asked, how do they turn their hyenas into a lion pride? You can't. That's something else. That's something completely different. You can't. I just saw that. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get to the next part. Ladies, do you have the right mindset? Agreeable, cooperative, and smart? Are you fit, disciplined, dedicated, and discerning? The next one. A most wanted woman, a high demand woman, is feminine. It's not conditional femininity. It's not this off and on, up and down femininity that so many women today seem to toggle back and back and forth between. The femininity is constant. She's feminine. And how do you know if a woman is constantly feminine? Well, because she's affectionate. That means publicly and privately. She shows affection. A woman that is affectionate looks at you with soft eyes and a warm heart and a slight smile. She looks at her children. She looks at children in another way with warm eyes. Affection. And this is where so many modern women are falling short, because you guys, you ladies, do not know how to show feminine affection. This is not throwing that thing back. It's not that. Feminine affection. When a man is greeted with feminine affection, he feels it. There's no question when you're in the presence of feminine affection. There are many women who can look the part, yet they don't have the emotive ability to physically, to be affectionate in a feminine way. Next, you know a woman is feminine if she is accommodating. This is not a yes woman. This is not a whatever you like. But this is a okay. Okay. A woman that's accommodating, okay, give you an example, a sexual example. You know a woman that's accommodating? When you sleep and you land to the side, and a woman who's accommodating, and when you touch on her leg and she arch her back a little bit and toot it up a little bit, and then she moves her leg in a certain way so you can slide that thong up just right over there. And she just, yes, come on, man. That's an accommodating woman. This is morning sex. Her breath is going that way, your breath is going this way, but she knows exactly how to accommodate. Daddy touch. She's like arch, black, Accommodate. Accommodating.
I don't need a cookbook.
Yeah, she's accommodating. Your requests are not burdens to her. You like waffles? She learns how to make waffles. You like French toast? She learns how to make French toast. You whatever you like, she does it because that's part of the feminine being feminine, affectionate and accommodating. Now, a lot of women will say that they're feminine, but they're not. They're very low on affection, and accommodating is a feminine is a different type of agreeableness. Okay, holla holla. Ja Rule, that chick I talked to, she was not feminine. No affection, not accommodating at all. Feminine, unconditional feminine, affectionate, accommodating, and she has a subtle sophistication. Subtle sophistication. This is the kind of woman that can be in Chanel or she can be in a sundress and still carries herself with the same level of class, dignity, and respect. Subtle sophistication is not pretentious. Subtle sophistication looks directly ahead. Its nose isn't up. It ain't feeling itself. Subtle sophistication makes people in a lower socioeconomic class, people that are lower than her, feel comfortable in her presence. Subtle sophistication is humble. That's what a feminine woman is. There may be other things, but at its core, she's affectionate, accommodating, with a subtle sophistication. These are some characteristics of most wanted women across the board. Any race, any place, any time, any season, any reason. You don't have to go looking hard. You don't have to go looking far and wide. Women like this are highly sought after, in high demand, typically snapped up quickly. Next, what else are some characteristics of women in the most demand? Are you guys are we on board with all this? I told you, told you. Yep, told you get the likes up. All right, when the likes get up, we get the chat back on. High demand women. They're naturally nurturing. Naturally nurturing. I didn't say they're natural nurturers, they're naturally nurturing. What does that mean? They have this carefree, but yet disciplined, dedicated, and discerning side, but they're still kind of carefree. That means that's the not rigid part of them. There's a carefree, loving, easygoing nature, a lightness about a woman who's naturally nurturing. Meaning that everything that I discussed earlier is not an imposition. You need to be affectionate and accommodating, not a bother. Kirk, it's not what she takes pleasure and pride in being a woman. This is a woman that on Mother's Day celebrates mothers, but on Father's Day, it offends her that women celebrate fathers because being a woman in her mind is the best thing in the world. She doesn't want to be anything other than that. It's not a scarcity mentality to where I got to take from men, I got to chop this down in order to build this up. A naturally nurturing woman has an abundance mindset, meaning if you spend most of your time in fear, scarcity, and lack, you're not a natural nurturer. A natural nurturer looks at a dying plant and says, I'm going to bring it back to life. A naturally nurturing woman looks at something that's broken, baby bird wing, whatever. We're not talking about broken men because that's the discernment. She looks at something that needs to be fixed or repaired and asks the question, should I? Not can I, should I? Mindset, fit, feminine, naturally nurturing. These are some of the characteristics of women who are in the most wanted women, the highest demand women. You ask a man who is a thorough, put together man, and I can almost guarantee you that the woman he's looking for, the woman he truly desires, wants, desires, and is seeking for, has these characteristics. It's not about being an 8, 9, or a 10. Again, the most important thing is mindset. Fitness, discipline, dedication, and discernment. Femininity. Not femininity. She's feminine, affectionate, accommodating with a subtle sophistication. Naturally nurturing, a carefree, loving, easygoing lightness about you. Now, you will often find that women like this, people are like, how do these women get these high value men who are just average looking? They got this. They got this and they got them early on. And women like this don't wait. Women like this are wanting to get on with their life. They're not saying, "Ooh, I need to go to the highest bidder or the tallest dude or the best looking guy." They get on and off because these women want to get on into the important part of life, which is friends, family, network, and community. So every year behind a job, earning a paycheck is making a living. These women want to get on with making a life. This is what makes these women the most wanted. Because they're ready to go. Oh, ready to make a life. Oh, yeah, let's go. This is what puts these women in high demand. It ain't their PhDs. It ain't a lot of stuff that women have been told. Somebody's going to ask me, where does beauty fit in that category? Glad you asked. Beauty? I've said it how many times? Men will go down in beauty to go up. To go up in wanted status. Most wanted women, high demand women. What are we going to call it? Most wanted women, high demand women? What are we going to call it? High demand women, most wanted women? Because there's high value men and most wanted women. High value men, high demand women. Which one do y'all want? High value man, high demand women? Or is it high value man, most wanted women? Which one do y'all think? That's what I'm going to leave to the chat. Is it high demand women or is it most wanted women? They mean almost the same thing interchangeably. What do we think? in the chat room. Is it MW most want? Is it MWW most wanted women, or is it high demand women, or is it HDW? MWW or HDW? Which one is it? Which one is it? Now, see, people are talking about no high demand, high demand, high demand. Yeah, America's Most Wanted really messed up the Most Wanted moniker, right? America's Most Wanted messed up the Most Wanted moniker. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, okay. Looks like high demand wins. Okay, here's the thing. Now there are people who are saying no tattoos, and I'm gonna say this, guys. Look, that is going. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Super. Came through with the 199. Oh damn, it came through heavy. Appreciate it. Zoe King, been a member for 12 months. Said, Kev, speaking facts as always. Appreciate it. JD Claw. JD says, good to be here. All right, let's open the chat room. Let's open the Zoom because I want to answer some questions for women. High demand women. Women who are in high demand.
Recording in progress.
I can see either way. A woman that's in high demand is going to be highly sought after. And here's the thing. Men don't look at women like this as they don't mind investing and doing stuff for women like this. See, women like this, men are more than happy to do what he needs to do. Men don't feel like, oh man, she want me to pay all. Now dudes are like, shit, that's it? Yeah, man. Matter of fact, women like this because they provide so much value to their man that men are happy to make sure she gets what she needs. That's what happens when you're a high demand woman. Men are happy to see their women. These are the women who get the, we were talking about the other night. These are the women who get the lifestyle and the things many of you women say you want. But they earn it. It ain't even like they earn it. Where did I get some of these concepts? I'm gonna tell you. I talk to the kind of men you ladies want. I talk to the kind of men you ladies say you want. And the things that a lot of these men say that's important to them is so far off from what a lot of you women think. It's so off from what a lot of you women think. And the men who watch the show, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of men watch this show, and they're just quietly in the cut. They follow it, and on YouTube they can follow. But on Instagram, a lot of people follow me, but won't click the follow button because they don't want to hear all the crap from the people who just give everybody crap. But the reality is, what have I said, ladies, that is difficult to do for a woman who wants the kind of lifestyle and outcome many of you ladies say you want? A high demand woman. Do you want to be a woman that's in high demand? That's the question. Do you want to be a woman that's in high demand? Do you? Do you want to be a woman that's highly sought after? Do you want to be a woman that men are looking to lock down quickly? Men don't look to lock down women who are not in high demand. Men don't look to lock down women who are not highly sought after. Men don't look to lock down women who are not most wanted. Men have sex with those women. And a lot of women think because a man will sleep with you that he will marry you. And here's something, ladies. You're either in high demand or you're not. And if you're in high demand and you're not married, when a man first meets you and he recognizes you're a woman in high demand, he's going to ask himself, why isn't this woman married? Why isn't this woman married? And if he comes to the conclusion that, well, I'm not going to give you that game. I'm not going to give you that one. So, ladies, are you a high demand woman? What's the deal? Because, like I said, physically fit, mentally fit. I didn't say she had to be this dress size or that dress size. And notice, I didn't say anything about her looks. She needs to be appealing. And here's the question. Why are so many modern women failing to meet this basic demand standard? This basic level of demand. Why? What is the problem with women today who say they want one thing? These are all facts, ladies. Observe the masses and do the opposite. Be mission focused, results driven. See, shout out El Chapo. Okay, my question, ladies, is I just sat down with Brother Damon John, and I'm like, we're sitting here chopping it up. And he's been Damon John or Fubu longer than I've been Kevin Samuels or whatever this is. But my mindset has been my mindset. It's evolved over time. There are some things that I've changed. And let's talk about this. The only way you lose in life is if you stop evolving. So many people refuse to evolve and grow. And I tell you why. Especially in the black community, because we got such a fucking hyper. You ain't keeping it real. You ain't real. Oh, you 3, 5, 10 years ago, you were saying this. You're supposed to evolve every 5 years. And the reality is, ladies, you have between the ages of 18 and 35 to get this stuff together. Hit the link. Ask your questions. What's going on, Charles? Hit the link. Because this really isn't this is not, the information I'm giving you, ladies, helps men. When women understand that the first thing a man of value, a thorough man, is looking for is a woman with the right mindset, that's a big unlock. So I gave you some, if you can stomach them, I gave you ladies the cheat code. I gave you ladies who listening the cheat code if you can stomach them. If you can stomach the cheat code, I gave it to you. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Why hold on. First of all, you need to hi, please turn off the TV and stop. Okay, what I'm going to need you to do, I'm going to need you to approach this with a degree of seriousness. Turn off the TV, sit up, and respect me like you want me to respect you. How old are you? All right. What can I help you with?
So I'm watching your show right now, and So is there like a question? Like I agree with everything that you're saying, and I do believe that everything is out of order right now, especially like the world and structure. But I guess my question is, I was just wondering, like, so I don't know, like I meet people from different areas, and I am sought after, but I don't know where to find them, and I don't know who to give myself to, so it's kind of confusing.
No,
That's
hold on. Where? Okay. Are you looking at me on the phone, or where are you watching? Where are you
on the
looking?
phone. I'm on the phone.
Okay. Is it also on the TV?
No,
All right.
I can't see you. I only see your picture.
So you're saying you're sought after for what?
Because initially it is the looks, of course, and then it's like I'm able to have like really good and long-term relationships. Yes.
What's the longest relationship you've had?
My longest relationship was 3 years.
How long ago did that end?
So I'm in a relationship now, and that ended like 4 years ago. And the relationship that I'm in now is 2 years, but I don't know if it's gonna
But
last.
you're only 25. The numbers don't seem to match.
Okay. Well, that's true. But like, 19, I had a relationship, and that lasted for like, yeah, I thought it was, yeah, that's true. It doesn't match. Sorry. I guess I've been telling myself that it's been 4 years, but it's 2 years.
So would you say you're a high demand? You say you're a high demand woman?
Yes.
Okay, let's go down the checklist.
Okay.
Let's go down the checklist, shall we?
Sorry. 1 second. I didn't know I was gonna be sitting up.
Oh my!
I should have known. All right.
All right, let's go down the checklist, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the mindset of a high demand woman?
I believe so. Yes. I do believe that I am feminine. I am affectionate.
Hold on. When I defined mindset, how did I define it?
Disciplined, diligent, and another word.
Nope. Mindset. No. Mindset.
Cooperative,
smart, and agreeable.
Okay, yes.
You have that mindset?
Yes.
Okay, fit. You're physically and mentally discerning, disciplined, and dedicated?
Yes. Yes.
Feminine. You're affectionate, accommodating with subtle sophistication.
Yep.
You're naturally nurturing, meaning you have a carefree, loving, easygoing, light nature.
I do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back to fits.
Oh my God.
Do you say you're physically and mentally disciplined, dedicated, and discerning?
I think so.
Well, you think
I know so.
You think you've comported yourself that way in our interaction?
I tried to.
That's not what I'm not asking. Did you attempt to? I'm saying, do you feel like you came across as someone who had structured thoughts, disciplined thoughts?
No, I did not come off that way.
Well,
yeah.
I don't even know what the question is that you have, ma'am.
I don't know where to find these men. Like they usually okay.
No, they don't. What do you want them for?
So
what do you want the men for? What do you want them for? What is the outcome you want?
Yeah. So I'm right with you. By the way, I just want to let you know. But so there's so much love, and like you said, men are looking for hope.
Outcome. What is the ultimate outcome you want with a man?
Personally, I know that when two people come together, it's
what
to
is the ultimate outcome you want with a man?
To build something.
What is the ultimate outcome you want with a man?
To help advance the kingdom of God.
What is the ultimate outcome that you want with a man?
I'm telling you.
No, you're not. What is the ultimate?
It's to build a legacy with,
Ma'am, do you want to be married?
yes.
Okay, why not just, is that an outcome?
Oh, I thought you meant like ultimately what did I want the
Okay,
relationship
all
to
right,
purpose to
smart,
serve?
smart. Okay, okay,
I'm sorry.
okay, smart. All right, cool. You keep saying the men. Why do you think? Why do you think the men are the issue?
I don't think that's the issue. I just
Well, why do you keep saying? Well, because you said you can't find these men.
well, because a lot of them, the ones that I love people purely for them and not for money. And a
Yeah,
lot of them don't have
but
no
that's not
relationship.
the. But ma'am, if I put you in the room with the kind of men you're talking about, why would they pick you?
So off jump, like I said, like you said, men are visual creatures off the jump. And then I guess if we were, you mean why would they pick me, like if we were in a line or something?
Why would they
Like
pick you to mate with and be the mother of their
because
children
I'm
and their
feminine.
wife? Because you're what?
I'm feminine and fit and I'm fun and I'm nurturing and I'm caring and cooperative and nurturing.
So if I put you in a room full of non-black men who are men that are highly in high demand and highly sought after, high
Mm-hmm.
value non-black men, they would pick you.
Usually men from other races do like to talk to me.
Pick you to be a wife.
Yeah. Well, um, and they approach me a lot, so I'm not sure yet. I haven't went that far.
Pick you to be a wife. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I asked the question that way, folks. Because there is a certain level of familiarity that we have in our culture to where black women just expect that they're going to get picked because they're not as big as Shirley. But see, if you change the culture, then they got to compete strictly upon their femininity, their woman shit. Take the culture out, take the race out, then they got to compete on what it is, and that's why the answer is so different. Because you can't ride on being black. The problem that you're having about the men is what? You can't find these men. Even if I put you in a room with them, what good? What would be the outcome?
So, no, it was okay. So yeah, it's a platform, and I know that I want to respect your time, and I know I can't give you a long story, but
Ma'am, are you? Would you say that you're a wife?
yeah,
Would
God
you
has
raise?
been
Would you, no,
pruning
no, no,
me.
no, 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 no. God doesn't do this. God doesn't do
What
that. Don't put that on my
my
God.
transformation? No, no, no,
God
no. He's
doesn't do.
been working with my
Were you
transformation.
raised to be a wife?
No, not initially.
Okay, so when would you say you developed into or evolved into a wife? At what age?
25, like now. Seriously, like God has he's been
See,
working with
guys, see
me.
what I meant. So what I meant. See what I talked about earlier. The the overall mindset is a woman that's serious. A woman
I'm
that's in high
serious.
demand. I'm talking to the audience, man. The woman that's in high demand, a most wanted woman, is a woman who has a carefree, easygoing, lighthearted nature, but she's serious. I don't doubt that you're serious in what you want, but ma'am, I'm going to tell you, as a woman, I don't think the men are taking you the slightest bit seriously. When you came onto the
Mhm,
platform, you're laying down. You're just
mhm.
like whatever.
Too comfortable, yeah.
Yeah, but if I were, would you approach a non-black man's platform this way in such an informal
Absolutely
way?
not.
You would.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. I wouldn't.
Thank you. That's the problem. That's part of the problem.
That's true. I yeah.
Part of the problem. This is why I had somebody ask me why do so many black men who become successful choose to marry out? Why are black men who at the higher end of the socioeconomic spectrum? And I said because the level of respect. You can go out in the world and get respect from your non-black male and non-black women, but you get no respect. You're 25. And you came in here just like, ma'am, that's what it is. I didn't make it up. And and I think anybody who's watching that could say, damn, you're being trying to be a hell of a lot more patient. And it's just like, come on now. And I'm ultimately, ma'am, you're not a wife. You're a fun girl. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right. What can I help you with?
So I guess my question is because I do feel like I meet a lot of different type of men. But I guess I don't know like who to take serious, who to choose, because men do say a lot of different things, and I
You
don't
meet
know
a
who to
lot
believe.
of you meet a lot of different men for what?
Well, like I state my intentions. Like from the jump, I let them know that at the end of the day, I'm not a baby mama. I want to be a wife, and um, people, I hear a lot of different things from a lot of different.
Are you a woman that's in high demand?
Um, I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I know I have things to work on, but
Okay.
for where
Well,
I am right now,
okay.
yeah.
Oh no. Did you hear the beginning of the program?
No, I was on YouTube and it told me to click on it, so I missed some
Okay.
stuff.
High demand. So what makes you believe you're a woman that's in high demand?
I think, well, I can't like tell you about like my whole story, everything, but just where I am in life right now, like my success, and not even though that doesn't really mean anything, but how ambitious I am to have my success and to just live my life how I'm living it. I think that makes me high value. That's how I attract a lot
High
of guys.
value? I said high demand. Okay. Guys, remember what I said that about on Monday when women lead with, "Hey, what would a successful look like for a woman like yourself?" And I said if they start off with anything about their education or their career, leave.
No, I didn't hear that part, but I
Or you
understand.
weren't supposed to, but the guys did.
Mhm.
So basically, you're in high demand because you have an education.
Well, actually, I didn't finish college, so
So
but
I'm asking you what makes you in high demand.
I just think the way I carry myself, how I live my day to day life, makes
Such
me high
as,
demand.
such as
Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a landlord.
real
Um,
estate.
well, no, I'm just saying like I'm
I
sorry.
don't
I
need
know
a
I can't like
cookbook.
explain my whole story, but like
You're
I have like
23, ma'am.
property.
23. 23.
Yeah, yeah. I know I'm 23, but I've been
Are
through a
you
lot of
going
things.
to okay, at 23. I'm just since you're an entrepreneur, uh are you successfully financially?
Yes, I have 3 properties in Atlanta
Uh-huh.
that
Are
I
you
run.
okay, are you making over six figures?
Not yet, but I'm planning on
Okay, are
soon.
you making over 75,000?
Yes, I am. I made 80,000 last year.
Okay. Uh, and will a man be able to actually spend that money like it's his?
N- Um, I
Nope.
mean, honestly, if you
Nope.
want me to be
Nope.
truthful,
Yeah, well,
if you want me to be
you've
truthful,
already answered the question.
I am a trick, like as a female, and I
You've
hate it.
already
That's
answered.
like
No,
my
no,
issue.
you're a trick. A trick, you'll spend the money on him. I said, can he spend it like it's his?
No, 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 no.
Nope. There you go. So this is why y'all's money and all this shit doesn't matter. So because you're young and you've made some money, congratulations on that. But does that make you a woman that men want? That's in high demand? I asked you about high demand and you said you are. And you described your career. So, all right, let's just give you that. Let's just say you're right on that. You're not, but let's just give it to you. What else makes you in high demand? Don't tell me about your money or anything about what you're doing in the professional world.
Well, I think my profession, like how my personality is, makes me high value. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, not high value, high demand, because I am very like outgoing. I'm very feminine. I really can talk to somebody. Like for like my past relationships, they've been like way more successful than me, and like they would feel like I will always get a compliment from them that they love that they could talk to me about their business plans or anything that they had. They might have like some thoughts about that they didn't really know that I could help
So
them
these people
with
are
that. And
older than you?
Yeah, I always date people older than me.
So an older man is talking to you about his business?
Well, they're not like super old. They're like 27, 28, like, So they're starting businesses, but I have businesses too, so that's why they think
I'm gonna tell
that.
you right now, man. Any man, no offense, but any man who started a business listening to a younger woman is kind of suspect, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, he's not listening to me, but they're like getting
Hmm.
advice. I
There's
feel
no
like I'm
advice
just
I would get from a 23-year-old about starting a business.
I understand.
So you're in demand because of your. Would you say you're an affectionate person?
Oh, definitely. I grew up in an affectionate household.
Hmm. Okay. Let's run down the list. A high demand woman has a cooperative, agreeable. He has a mindset that is agreeable, cooperative, and she's smart. A high demand woman is fit. She's fit. She's fit internally and externally, in and out. So she's dedicated, discerning, and disciplined. Are you disciplined?
Definitely, yes. I do want to become more disciplined though, but
Okay.
I'm trying.
More disciplined. Okay. How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Dress size?
Around a 6 or 7 or 8.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
Like 156.
5'2"?
Yes. I know I need to lose weight. I've been going to the gym and I have a nutritionist actually that's helping me with that.
Okay. Disciplined, dedicated, discerning. Not outrageous, but discipline is discipline. Feminine, meaning you're affectionate, accommodating with subtle sophistication. That's you.
Definitely.
You're naturally nurturing, meaning you have a carefree, loving, easygoing, lighthearted nature, but you're serious.
Yes.
Mhm. So your question is what?
My question is just how do I guess weed out because for me I feel like it'll be like any guy from different walks of life, but they'll tell me the same thing, and it's like, who
Hold
do
your
I
hand up.
believe?
Hold your hand up and
Oh,
flip it around.
oh.
Okay. Go ahead.
Look, I'm trying to.
I gotta ask about the long nails.
I just started getting them. I'm trying to because I usually don't get my nails done, and like I'm natural all the time, so I'm trying to get
Disciplined,
more out there.
dedicated, and discerning. Is it commonplace for men of value to want women with very long fingernails like that?
No, probably not.
I'm not asking.
Most
I'm asking. Is it? Do you typically hear the kind of men you're talking about wanting women with long fingernails like that?
no, no.
Then, if you're discerning and disciplined and smart, why would you do that if it's not going to get you the outcome you want?
I don't know. I guess because to me, it's like I don't have the issue with finding the type of guys that I want. Like, I get them, honestly. It's more like, how do I know that they're not going to waste my time and they're not just going to lead me on? Because a lot of the guys that I talk to, they're like,
Remember what I
oh, yeah,
said?
they're in grad
Remember what I
school.
said, guys, about a woman who is in high demand? She is naturally an abundance-minded woman. She is not a woman who deals in scarcity. I didn't make this up. It's a 23-year-old woman who said, "You find these kind of men, but yet you at 23 are worried that they're going to get you in the dulo twist." Shout out, Kwame. You worried that they're going to do some hookama jukama on you. And I'm going to say that number one, you're not talking about the same kind of men I'm talking about. I'm not talking about these men because I just said, do the kind of men that I'm talking about high value, do they want women with long fingernails and stuff like that? You said I don't think so. Well, then how are we talking about the same kind of men? You attract, see, you attract men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the problem is not in the attraction. The problem is in the picking.
I agree.
I think you may be successful as far as money is concerned if you're in fact making what you say you're making. Good, but men don't pick women upon that. Simply don't. They pick women based upon the stuff I've talked about. So at 23, I'm gonna ask you a hard question. It's a little personal though. Do you have any children?
No.
So why at 23 at 5'2" are you not 120 pounds?
Um, really because of hormones, but that's why I have a nutritionist and I'm going
Hormones? You have
to
Graves' disease?
have what?
You have Graves' disease?
No, like birth control and stuff like that. But that's why I was close to
So you on birth
PCOS, but
control? Birth control put weight on you?
yeah, the depot shot. I was on it for 5 years. I just got off of it 2 years ago. And that's why I've been dealing with the OBGYN and nutritionist and stuff to help me get back right.
Okay. Um, I guess it's possible, but how often are you going to the gym?
I just started going to Orange Theory
How
every
often are you going to the
four times
gym?
4 times a week
How
now.
long you been going?
Mm, about 5 months, yeah.
5 months. 5 months you've been going to the gym 4 times a week.
Yeah,
Careful,
I
young
would
lady.
only
Careful,
go.
careful, careful. I would
Hmm.
rather you just be honest. Don't make me 5 times a week, 4 days a month. 5 months for 4 days a week.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you that I haven't been consistent. That's why I started Orange Theory because
See,
with LA
ma'am.
Fitness, I
See,
wasn't
when I
going that
said
much.
disciplined, this is discipline.
I know.
So it's not. See, I want you to understand that they really believe their value is higher, the demand is higher. She says I'm a high demand woman, but I gave you step by step bullet points and explained each one of them. And you're saying you're still that. And then each thread I pull on, we're finding that it doesn't line up. Are you? You're not disciplined. A woman who's disciplined goes to the gym consistently.
I know.
A woman who's disciplined pushes away from the table consistently. She watches her caloric intake, especially if she has a weight issue. You're saying you have an OBGYN and a nutritionist. What you have is a knife and fork in the table. The things you can control, the self discipline. This is why I'm saying these are why women who are in demand are self governed. And at 23, you're already 45, 40, 40 pounds, a good 35, 40 pounds over your ideal weight.
Well, my nutritionist says I need to lose 20 pounds, but yeah, I know you had that 120.
The average, well, but you're 5'2".
Yeah.
If you were 5'4", yes, but every pound, every inch is another 5 pounds.
Hmm.
You have to give yourself at least 30 pounds for a baby.
I know.
So if you,
I know.
why do you ladies say this shit? I know, I know, I know, but then you expect men to just pick it. So if I put you in the room, like I told the other young lady, if I put you in the room with the kind of men you say you want and desire, and they were non-black men, would they pick you to be a wife?
No, no, no.
If I
But
put you in a room with the kind of men you desire, and they were black men, would they pick you to be a wife?
I think so. I do think so.
That is so fucked up, people.
Well, because I don't like, I'm gonna tell you, I never get approached by white men unless it's for like, not the type of person I'm looking for, not marriage or relationship at all. Like, it's for other reasons. He walked away from him.
Explain to the black men out there why you expect them to accept less than you expect Brad.
No, I don't expect them to
No,
accept
no, I
less.
heard you very well. Tell the black men out there why you believe they should accept or would accept less.
Well, I
And
do think that
hold on.
me and black.
Let me finish my statement.
Mhm.
I asked if I put you in the room with the kind of men you say you want, would they pick you to be a wife and they're non-black men? You said a definitive, oh no. Then I said if I put you in the room with the kind of men you say you want, would they pick you to be a wife and they were black men? You said, yeah. So I need you to explain to the black men why you believe they would accept you when the other races of men wouldn't accept you. You explain it to them.
Well, I just think because how I am, I me and black men get along more. I mean, honestly, black men and black women have more connection than any other race. And I don't, and when I get approached by white men, I'm telling you, it is never, ever like marriage, dating. It's always, or even Dominican, like anything. It's always sexual. It's not, oh, let's go on a date. It's, oh, let's go. So I just feel like automatically white men, black, other races don't look at me like, oh, wife material or date material. But I do get that from black men.
If you wanted those men who you say approached you in this manner to look at you like wife material, like they look at the other women, what would you have to do?
I don't know. I do feel like I don't know what I should do, honestly.
No. Think about it. You just said they don't approach you except for sex or something like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to marry a non-black man and currently they only approach you on some sexual stuff, what would you have to do to make yourself a wife caliber in their eyes? What do you think?
I honestly don't know for a
What do you
non-black
think?
man.
That will not suffice, smart 23-year-old business person.
I'm trying to think for real. I can't even give you an answer. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
really,
will. Yeah, you will, because you won't you're going to give me something. Because you went into a
a
long type
non-black
of
man.
yes. You went into a room with non-black men that were on the same level as the black man. You said the black man will pick me because we have a similar culture. All right, then what would you have to do to get the non-black man to pick you?
I guess like be in those environments with the non-black men that are actually looking for
So in other words,
a
they should
wife.
pick you on culture.
You
They're
said
not
what?
picking you. So in other words, they would have to pick you on culture, not on you as an individual. What would you need to do as an individual to get?
Oh, okay. I can think now. Lose weight, definitely. Like that's across the board.
No,
Black
it's not
men
across the
and
board. You said the black man would accept it. Stop the cap. What else?
um I don't know, probably look my best everywhere I go, like everywhere.
Did you go to
Um
college?
I did go to college.
To an HBCU or predominantly white institution?
A predominantly white institute.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. Lose weight, look your best everywhere. And
Probably go back to college, but I'm working on that.
why would you need to go back? Did you complete college?
No, I dropped out. My dad died
So
while
you
I
would
was
need
studying
to complete college for a non-black man to marry you.
Yeah, I feel like they
Okay,
would
what else?
want.
What else? What else?
I can't think. A non-black man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else.
A
honestly.
non-black man. I mean, it could be Hispanic, Middle Eastern, Asian, white, attractive guy.
I really don't know what they would want. I guess that's
but
my issue.
but you would have to compete. If those are the only
Yeah.
men, if all the black men just died from last man standing, all black men ceased to exist, and the only men on the planet were those or none, you'd have to figure it out.
I would. Oof.
And see, ultimately, what she's saying, guys.
Oh, don't say
black
it.
men, you will accept me. And it's because of your culture, your mama black, you'll understand me. But we don't get black men don't get accepted on culture. I let that run because she's not being malicious. She's just being honest and saying what a lot of women would not say. That black men, you need to raise your standards for black women because they know they don't have to do nothing. But if Brad, Lee, Ahmed, and Enrique were there, they know. She just said it. Oh no, this shit wouldn't fly with non-black men.
But I guess what I was trying to say is I feel like black men will help. You know, they would be more like, oh, let me help you. Let's work on this together. With a white
Why?
man, he
Okay,
will not approach me at
why
all.
should a black man that ain't married to you have to help you do a mother flipping thing? Would you marry a black man who started at the bottom and you're gonna help him build?
Kevin, I have done it.
I didn't
I mean, I
ask you
haven't
that. No,
married
no, no,
anybody.
no, 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 no. Right now, you'd marry a guy who's working at Jersey Mike's.
No.
Thank you. Even if he see, I didn't even say it. I said it Jersey Mike's. I didn't say it Jersey Mike's. He could have been on his way into owning a franchise. You don't know how much they make at Jersey Mike's. This is why I do what I do because this is a 23-year-old. The other one was 25. This is 23. Man, I need you to understand that how little respect it appears that you young women have for black men.
But I don't want to make it look like
But
that
that's
though.
the truth, though, man. You expect a black man to give you the benefit of the doubt because we come from the same culture. But you're not extending the benefit of the doubt. You're not even giving the black man the minimum qualifications you'd have to give the non black men. You're giving black men less and expecting more. Is my math wrong?
No.
So if if black men were in the room with you and they for some reason chose decide and if I put you in a room with black men accordingly and I put you in a room with a bunch of other women
Mm-hmm.
all on the same kind of level and the same stilo and the black men all chose not the non-black version of you. The only thing that's different is their race.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be all right with that?
I would be sad, but I would have to live my life.
I don't think you're being honest. I think you'd be sad, but when you ask a question,
Oh yeah, definitely.
what question would
But
you
I
ask?
feel like that question is already out there.
What question would you ask?
Like why not me?
Why not you? Because we all are on the same kind of area. Well, because she doesn't get bonus points for culture. Why you? The question is not why you, why not you? The question will be why you. I said you were in the room with a bunch of other women who were on your same stilo. They were just not black. You still expect black men to pick you, give you cultural preference, and there is no discernible difference between y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Why should he pick you if this is an orange and this is an orange? Why should he pick this orange instead of this orange? Because this orange is black? If it provides the same nutritional equivalents.
I agree.
But you would say, why not me? And that's what happens when black men don't pick black women. Y'all always, why not us? You should have picked a black woman. Well, even this is what happens all the time. When black women get with a non-black man, y'all have parties. When a black man gets with a non-black woman, black women have one of a few responses: "Fuck you," or "I ain't that mad at you," but he could have at least picked a black woman. But usually what it doesn't say is they don't usually throw parties.
Yeah.
And what this demonstrates is you guys are banking heavily on black men picking you based on culture. You don't pick men based on culture.
Yeah, you're right.
So the point is, audience, black women know in order to get another race of man, they would have to be competitive. They know that. They don't feel like they have to compete for us. And it's only getting worse. The previous caller didn't even feel like she had to sit up and act serious. That's why I say, if we want this to change, you need to stop dealing with women who are not meeting you with a baseline of masculine respect. Don't give them any time, any attention, sex, no nothing. Because what did you just say earlier? The non-black men only approach you for some Netflix and chill type action.
Yeah, but I do not.
But black men need to start doing the same.
They do, and I don't.
No, they don't. Because if you've had a relationship, that's more than Netflix and chill. My point is, if you want to get out of the Netflix and chill category, like you'd have to do with non-black men, you would have to be competitive. That's the point. You'll accept Netflix and chill like scenarios with black men over here, but you can't get these caliber men. It all makes a sense. If you want men at a certain level, you're going to have to be competitive, man. That's why I said at 23, why not be at your healthiest fighting weight? Oh, my hormones, my this, my that, but it's just bullshit. It's not that. First, it's discipline.
I believe it.
Well, you said that now, but when I asked you why, you said your hormones.
Well, that is the reason, but
it's
yeah,
not.
It is
it's not.
what I eat.
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not the major reason. It's the fact that you're inconsistent.
Yeah.
It's been a very eye-opening conversation for most folks because many people don't think it's this extreme, and you don't have to be rude, over the top. Hang out. I'm gonna let some more folks in here. I thank you for being honest, though, ma'am. But why don't you give black men more than you would give other men if you expect black men to give you the benefit of the doubt that other men wouldn't give you?
I never thought about it that way.
You expect black men to give you more than other men will give you, meaning the benefit of the doubt. True or false?
Yes.
So why don't you give black men more than you would have to give the non-black men?
Yeah, I should.
Should is one thing.
I will.
Okay, hold on. It's not easy to answer these questions, man, but we got to start thinking about this stuff. And a big part of the reason is because so many young women, so many of us, black men, were raised by our mothers. So we don't have our standards where they need to be. Because like I said, we deify women. And women, young women, you just grew up seeing men not demanding anything. But you got to open your eyes. Hello. Media, hello. What's your name? Okay.
Hey, are you talking to me?
I don't know. What is your name?
Oh, my name is Shay. Sorry. How are you?
Shay?
Shay, yes.
That's not what's in the chat room, but how old are you?
I'm 22.
All right. What do you got for him? What's the question you have?
Okay, so I just started seeing this high value man. I think things are going really well. I'm just wondering, what things can I do to be of value to him? Like, how do I maintain being high?
I need you to hold the phone steady.
Sure, I could put that down.
Okay. Why are you getting that together? Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Nice
How
to
old are
meet you. I'm 23.
23, and let me bring this other person in. You're asking me, what can you do to be of value to the man you're dating?
Yeah, so I would say
that's really not the subject right now. Individualized dating advice. I'm talking about women who are in high demand. Hey,
yeah, how do I?
Okay.
I mean, like, how do I maintain being?
Hold on. Hold on. You need to hold on. It's not individualized advice. Hi, Miss. How do I pronounce your name? ID. What is that?
Adele. It's Adele. The I's are pronounced as A's.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 32, actually.
All right.
So I'm a little bit older than all the ladies on the panel.
Okay. Have you been watching most of the program?
I have, yeah.
Okay, what do you have for me? What do you have?
Well, my question is, I've been in a marriage for 8
Okay.
years, so I experienced that at a very young age. So I got to see a lot of, I feel that I got married really young. So with that being said, I went through a lot of different things that
How
and
old are you?
challenges that I wasn't
I'm
mature
32
for.
actually.
All right.
I'm a little bit older.
Stop unmuting yourself. Go ahead.
I totally forgot what I was saying right now because I just got
You
cut
got
out.
you experienced a lot of things that
Yeah, I feel that when you get married young, it's very challenging because as a young person you're maturing, right? So when you go through life, you're gonna
so you think
experience
you should get
certain.
married older?
I think if somebody was to choose to get married, I would suggest waiting until maybe like late 20s, early 30s.
Biology would disagree with you.
Biology, not really,
Yes, it
because you're
would, ma'am. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Ma'am, I've had many meetings with OBGYNs. It's geriatric pregnancy, sets in the 35. Just because
okay.
I'm just saying, ma'am, you're saying late 20s, 30s.
Hmm.
Okay, what are you going to learn on the dating market that's going to be beneficial to your husband?
What you learn is you learn patience because when you are in your early 20s, you're just now getting used to who you are. You start getting an identity, right? A lot of people get out of university, college, start getting into their careers, right? So you have to kind of experience that
How long have you
first.
watched my program?
I just started watching your program, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you're so wrong. It's not even funny.
Okay.
And the women would tell you you're wrong, not the men. The women would tell you you're wrong. The women are
And that,
streaming in the comment section. They're like, "Who? No, you're saying the same typical womanist, feminist crap that has screwed up the black community. Delay marriage so you can get out here and freaking find yourself."
it's not
Ma'am, you're
delayed
not going to
marriage.
learn. You're
I
not
never,
going to
no,
learn.
let me
No, it's
tell
one
you,
thing.
Kevin.
Whoa, whoa,
Let me
whoa,
tell
whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa. One thing we do not do. Put your finger freaking down. Who you think you're dealing with? Who do you think you're dealing with? One thing you don't do over here is overtalk the host. I'm not in first grade. Don't put your finger up to me. It will go real bad. We can do almost anything else other than that. Are we clear on that one seminal point?
Okay.
All right. So what I'm ultimately saying, man, is dating does not help you be patient with your husband. Being younger and more cooperative, agreeable, and honestly trainable is how it's typically done. Your turn.
Trainable as in what sense? Are you saying trainable as in your upbringing? Are you saying trainable in the sense of like
Where are
your
your
dating
people from?
experience?
Where are your people from?
I'm from Africa. I'm from East Africa.
Okay, so in East Africa, how did they wait until their 30s to get married? Hundreds of
No,
years
they
ago?
actually get married very young. They,
Right, because you go from your father to your husband. You
mm-hmm,
don't go from your father to the village to a husband. Because what you're going to do when you're leaving your father's house and you're finding yourself, you're going to have sex.
mm-hmm.
Right. So you're not even marrying your husband as a virgin, which lowers your overall value to a man.
Nobody,
You're coming in with emotional wounds that may have healed, but you still have the scab. They're still real.
mm-hmm.
Past traumas of relationships that didn't work, where somebody younger has none of those. Let's take it out of human interactions. Have you ever had a pet?
Yes, I do.
What kind? Dog or cat?
I have a little cat.
A little cat. Doesn't surprise
Yep.
me.
Her name's Mickey.
Yeah. Now, I want you to imagine trying to domesticate a feral cat.
Okay.
Or I want you to imagine trying to love a cat that has been abused by previous owners?
Mhm.
Would you rather get one that's a kitten?
Now, I get what you're saying. If you don't mind me, I just want to touch on that. I get what you're saying. Like
But I
when
would
you
rather
go
you
to,
answer my question before you go on to make your point.
because I'm thinking about it right now. You're talking about would I rather choose a kitten who's been through that has had some trauma, or would I
No, I
choose a
mean, would
dog?
you rather have a kitten, a feral cat, or a cat that has previous owners? Those are the only options. A kitten, a
Mm,
feral cat, or a cat that has had previous owners and may have had some trauma.
I would choose the cat that probably had previous owners because it's like something new. I'm a new owner, and cat will identify with love, would identify with genuineness, right? And
No, it won't.
vulnerability.
Did you go to college?
Yes.
Did you
I
graduate?
went to university actually. So I'm from Canada. It's a little bit different than the States.
Yeah, it's feminine as hell. Ma'am, you're just wrong. It's simply wrong. That cat is not, and it's not like a human, so it doesn't have the same level of intelligence. But that cat has other bonds. So what you're telling women is delay marriage until the biology is almost against you to get out here and have sex and other relationships with men that really won't benefit you in a relationship with a man. What if the men, how about this, ma'am? How about this? Let's just assume for the sake of argument, let's assume that for the sake of argument, that what you say, men, that you're just right. And if the men don't want women with previous quote unquote owners, then what? What
Then
if the
that's
men
them.
then
I
what are you
wouldn't
going
want
to what do
somebody
you
who
then
doesn't
as a
want me.
woman, then what as a woman are you going to do if you want a man?
My quality is not where I've
I
been with my
asked you
teenagers.
as a woman, what are you going to do if you want a man and the men don't want what you say they should?
I don't want them either if they don't want
Then
me. Because
die
why
the
would you
fuck
want somebody who doesn't
alone.
want you?
I want you to understand that this is prototypical of what's wrong. Basically, accept me. This is what I think, and you would think men should accept it. If the men don't want it, then you don't want them. Then great. Go live by yourself with your cat. You can do that. But men have a right to ask for what they want. Women with little to no trauma. And if that's
Well,
beyond your capabilities, that's cool.
I
Hope
don't,
you.
but you're speaking on it like I have a lot of trauma. Like I just
I'm not
mentioned that
speaking
I've
on
been,
freaking you. I don't
oh,
know
okay.
you, man. I'm talking about women
Okay.
in general. But I'm going to
Okay.
ask you another question. Are you making in
Okay.
excess of six figures?
I'm making close to six figures. I'm making
Okay, great.
89,000 a year.
Great, great. Then, as long as you're going to be able to pay for yourself in your retirement years without government assistance or anybody else, have at it. Because don't want women with men want women with as little mileage as possible.
Mileage in what sense? What is mileage to you?
Lady, understand it's a relationship. It's dicks. It's
Okay.
broken hearts. Let's not be silly here. And if your people are from some, you said it, my people are from Africa. Then why are we doing things? If things have worked, why are we having? Is this new way working?
I think
No,
for some, I
no.
have
For
a lot of,
some, in other words,
yeah,
no.
no, I actually have a
For
lot of
some,
good
is it working?
relationships.
Is
No, I
it
have a lot of good
working? Do you
relationships
have
with people that
children?
have been in
Do you have
marriages.
children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
I have three children.
Born in the marriage.
Yes,
Who filed for divorce?
myself,
On what grounds?
on the grounds of like no respect and infidelity.
So in other words, you wrecked your home.
I didn't do it to myself.
No, you wrecked your home. You filed for divorce. He didn't. You did.
Yes.
You wrecked your home. So now your husband
I
is
didn't I
now.
didn't wreck my home.
Now you, ma'am, you filed. He didn't. I call that over here. We call those home wreckers. You
But
wrecked
Kevin, you
your.
have to
I
also
don't.
you
But no,
have to
Kevin, no,
also
ma'am,
have
no, 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 no,
self-respect.
no. This is
You
gonna
have to have
this is gonna go
self-respect for
one
yourself.
way, one way, one way. Ma'am, would your children rather be in the house with their mother and father?
They are still in a very
Would the
healthy
children rather
co-parenting
be in the house with
relationship.
their mother and father?
Yes, of course, everybody
But
would
of
want. I
course,
would
but
want
so
that.
many modern women today are selfish. It's about them. 3 kids. Telling women to, ladies, she don't even realize. She just,
I don't need a cookbook.
You couldn't make this stuff up.
you can't make this shit up. Just look at it. Just talk. This is Canada, everybody. This is why Canada is a smoldering.
You know what? I am a strong, independent woman.
Canada is a smoldering heat. There's one way to do things over here. This is one of these women who thinks because she went to university and went to a sociology class, yeah, homewrecker. Ladies, you have a choice to make. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's do this. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I will do it this way. Delay marriage, because dating and doing dicks is so much better. Yeah, that's so much better. Unmute yourself, Sarah.
Oh,
Sarah.
hi.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good. It's so nice to meet you. I've been watching you.
Adele thinks you should wait till you're like in your 30s or so.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Hold on. You mean you don't want to get out and experience the dating carousel? Hold on.
I'm trying to.
Hold on, Adele. Talk some sense into her. She doesn't seem to want to go out here and
has different
No,
experiences.
no, ma'am. She heard you. We all heard you. You said women should wait. Explain to her why she should wait.
I think she should wait because with experience comes clarity, and with clarity comes a good relationship. You owe it to yourself.
Sarah, why don't you want to do that?
No, because one, experience usually comes with damage. You have to go through things to gain experience. When I want to do this all at once and do it right.
Tell her why she's wrong, Adele.
No, because it could be different for other people.
Okay, because no. It could be no. See, that's not how we do that. That's not how we do that. What did I fucking tell you about over talking me? That's not how we do that. She made a very clear and cogent point. Tell her why she's wrong.
I think it's wrong because you're allowing yourself to have the perception of somebody else. Like somebody else is giving. If you're not able to experience something and somebody else gives you a perception, that's just the one way.
Yeah, this is a bunch of gobbledygook. This is another version of the special snowflake argument. This is when they lose the point, they try to baffle you with bullshit. Sarah, you didn't understand what she said either, did you?
No, I didn't. Nope. I'm sorry.
Nobody.
Much respect to you, but
I know. I hear you, Sarah. That's the benefit of being younger. You have the point of clarity, and you have women her age telling you to wreck your families because you can't know what could possibly happen. Sarah, you're on the right path. This woman wrecked her home. Stop following these college-educated home wreckers whose own kids want better. And you got a young woman who came out here and made a better showing, and instead of saying, you know what, young lady, I respect your point and you should live your life the way you used to. Nope, you fell right into the trap to tell her, no, get out here and do dicks. Brilliant.
No thanks.
Go ahead,
I'm not
Sarah.
Trying to.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be out here too long.
Thank you, because it's not smart. Let's bring Audra and Audra. I'm sorry, I don't pronounce your name. Audrania. Unmute yourself. And here's the thing: I'm not saying get married at 18 years old. I'm just saying get married younger. Don't be waiting till you're 29, 33 because you're putting too much pressure. How do I pronounce your name? Adriana?
Adriana.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, and it says Zoom user. How old are you?
27.
27. Adriana, what do you have for us?
Yes, sir. So my question is, I'm currently dating a guy. He considers himself to be a high earner. I consider him a high value man because he's much more to me than that. But we're both watching your show in two different locations, and I was just texting him, asking him questions. What do I need to work on regarding your topic and being a high demand woman? He said,
Hold on. So this is individualized dating advice at this point?
"No, I have a request, if you don't mind."
Hold on. Let me come back to you. Zoom user. You're 27. That's really not the show. I'll try to get to it. How are you, ma'am?
I'm great.
Do you have anything to input on the topic of most wanted women or women in high demand?
Yes, my actual question is, so you go through the process of dating, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're about however you meet the guys that you meet, right?
Uh-huh.
So at what point do you decide that you don't feel like you're receiving your values worth?
So another scarcity question?
No, not a scarcity question at all.
So
Not at all.
if I heard you correctly, you're out dating, and then how do you determine whether you're not receiving your values worth from the market or from an individual?
No, not from the market, not even from a monetary sense. I'm not talking value from a money standpoint, because the value.
I know, ma'am. I know value. Are you saying you're not getting what you believe you deserve from a man?
Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find the best spot to prop my phone up.
So that's another scarcity question. I'm out here, ma'am. Listen, let me reframe it. I'm out here dating, and then I don't feel like I'm getting what I deserve from this man.
Mm-hmm.
That what you're asking?
Essentially, yeah, because this is your topic is dating.
Okay, so that is another scarcity question. I'm not what I want. Okay, it goes back to why are you with him in the first place? Because it comes down to
right. Okay, there you go. That might be a better question, because dating would imply that you are actively choosing each other. Now, when in the process of getting to dating, that would be the better question, because there is a period of the courtship before you get to dating, right?
I want you guys to understand, yeah, but I need you ladies to understand how complicated you guys have made this issue. It's really not this complicated.
It's not. And I agree with you in the fact that it's not complicated. But I also think that there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect in the communication between both men and women, in the sense of.
What do you think that is?
That I personally think of what value really represents, because I think that a lot of times in the communication of it.
Hold on. Who gets to decide?
Ultimately, I think it's the couple interacting's decision.
No.
Ultimately, I think it is, because you have high volume women who lead.
Okay.
Who lead, but you also have who lead. Now, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying
no. And you're still talking.
I'm not saying. Listen, can I have an opinion too?
Well, you cannot over fucking talk me, and if I have to
I'm
do that again,
definitely not trying to do that. I'm sorry.
But you're still running. You're still talking while I'm talking. That's over talking. Okay. That's the only rule. I have one. Why do you ladies seem to, when you hear me raise my big voice and you continue to talk, what do you think is going to be the outcome of that?
I'm trying to talk to you.
What do you think is going to be the outcome of me raising my big voice and you continue to talk? You think it's going to be a good outcome?
I'm trying to see where I'm supposed to talk.
That means, thank you, non-responsive. In other words, fuck your opinion, fuck your big voice. I'm going to say what I have to say. Then if you're going to keep talking, you don't want to hear what I have to say. You can have your own opinion, but it's wrong.
Okay. Can I come back with my statement?
Go ahead.
Okay. So my question is just like a woman is in being fit and feminine and being agreeable and being
They're over that,
baby. But is there a point where I'm supposed to like I was considered?
Holy shit, look at that rabid hyena just ripping this guy's nuts off.
that's my only question, because I feel like there's very important as a high
Holy
value
shit,
man
look at that rabbit
to feel
hyena
like you
just
are
ripping this guy's
being
nuts off.
upheld. But here's a man who
I am
is
serious.
supportive
Don't call me Shirley.
emotionally, because I'm supposed to emotionally and physically and mentally support you in what you're doing.
I want you ladies to understand that she's talking and she's asking my opinion. And every time she takes a breath and I don't say anything, she continues to talk. I have no chances. We're supposed to be talking, right? No breath. Ma'am, if you got to talk that long, you're fucking wrong. Because at the end of the day, who determines the value? The buyer or the seller? Women determine value when it comes to sex because you decide who has sex. You determine who gets born. Men determine who gets married.
Yes,
You
this
guys
is
can
true.
turn. You guys can turn down a proposal, but you don't initiate. We do. So men
Right.
determine the relational value. And what you're saying ultimately is just some version of partner stuff. And at the end of the day, man, bottom line is this: if you're not getting your value, maybe your value is too high. Instead of telling, because this is just what this is, guys, is another version of guys need to bring more value. Maybe your price is too high for what you really are.
Okay. I would like to know more.
You are 2000 Honda Accord with 300,000 miles on it. You don't put $38,000 on the sticker.
Okay. So how did you determine that value?
The car is 20 years old with 300,000 miles on it. You don't get brand new prices.
Is that price from birth or from the age of?
This is not. Remember when I said it's not that complicated?
It's not. It's really not, and that's why
It's
That's why
not.
I'm
So,
trying to
ma'am.
make sure that
So,
I'm not
ma'am, the
overthinking
ultimate.
it. You know.
What? Okay, if you don't feel like you're getting your value, okay. Let me see if I put it to you this way. You ever go to a pawn shop?
Yeah.
All right. You ever take something that you really think is valuable to a pawn shop and they offer you something that you think is just laughable?
Well, I get your point, but yeah, sure.
Do you sell it?
No, I would keep it.
And then what would you? But if you need the money, do you attempt to sell it elsewhere?
If I think I could get a better value for it, yeah.
But the value you have for it is what you're placing on it, and if you put it out, you put it back out to the market, right?
Right.
And then if the prices are still in the same range of the pawn shop, do you take those?
Well, I mean, I think the price goes off of what you paid for it in the first place, right?
No, it doesn't.
So if you
No,
pay
it doesn't. No, it
$100,
does. Ma'am, I asked you a very specific question. The pawn
okay,
shop gave you what you thought was too low of a number. I asked you,
all
you
right,
still have to take it out to the market, and the people in the
uh-huh,
market came back with similar to that number. Do you take what the market
uh-huh.
is going to offer you, or do you keep it?
Well, you would just go for the best number you could get, right?
I don't
So
know, but if
that's
it's
what you go.
similar to what the pawn shop's going to give you,
If it's
but what?
similar, but the pawn shop's better, then I'm gonna go with the pawn shop. But if the market's
Well, the
better, then
pawn
I'm going
shop
with
is
the market.
our okay. See what women never factor in is time. She went to the pawn shop. The pawn shop didn't give her what she thinks she should get because of the price she paid. So then
Right.
she has to take it and turn it and put it out on the market, and she has to field other offers, and then other offers from the market say the pawn shop is going to give you 50. I'm going to give you 52. They're not going to give you 90. They're going to give you in the same range, plus or minus 5%. But
Mm-hmm.
then how long does it take you? And that's the problem. You ladies stay on the
Okay.
market too long thinking your value should be what it is, and the market decides. At
Okay.
the end of the day, the pawn shop's not ripping you off. It just ain't what you paid for it.
So at what point of me being caring, discerning, and disciplined and all of these things does it mean that I'm of value enough to receive the things that the man in my life may think represents my value?
Well, you look at the kind of men that approach you for serious relationship, i.e. marriage.
Okay.
First, do you have any children?
None.
Have you been proposed to?
Yes.
How many times?
Once.
Did you accept the proposal?
I did.
Did you get married?
I did not.
What did this man do for a living?
He owned a security company.
How long ago was this?
3 years.
He owned a security company. I don't know what that means. Was he making in excess of 6 figures?
And that's where our relationship
Was he making in excess of 6 figures?
That's where our relationship messed up. He never would tell me what he actually made.
Okay. Did you go to college?
I did.
Did you graduate?
I did.
What's your degree in?
Nursing.
Nursing. How tall are you?
5'2".
Dress size?
I wear a size 8 now.
What's the biggest dress size you've ever worn?
Size 14.
Okay. Was this back when you were dealing with the security guy?
No, that was actually before him.
Okay. How much do you currently weigh?
I weigh about 140, 150, somewhere in there.
A dress size 8?
Yes.
And the most you've ever weighed?
The most I've ever weighed was 186 pounds.
Okay. On the scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, where would you rank yourself? Just your face, and you cannot use 7.
Fresh face out of the shower. Oh, good hair day, I'd say an 8.
So you put yourself up there with Beyonce.
Okay, well then fine. If you want to put Beyonce as the 10.
No, Beyonce's an 8. Beyonce's an 8.
Oh, Beyonce's an 8? Mm-hmm. Are we saying no 1s, no 10s? Is that the scale?
I said you can't use 7. Beyonce is an 8. You cannot use 7.
Okay, Beyonce's an 8. Scale of 1 to 10. I probably say I'm probably a 6 then. I give myself a 6. I'm not going to be cocky.
Mm-hmm. So, in the world we just constructed, you're 5'2", dress size 8'10". The most you've ever weighed was a dress size 14. The guy you were with and proposed to you that you did not accept. You didn't.
No, I did accept. He passed away.
You accepted, but you didn't get married. But you don't know how much he made. But it's pretty fair to say he likely wasn't a 6-figure earner. Okay.
I can agree.
All right. And this was how many years ago? 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you're 3 years older, but I ask you where you rank yourself, and you put yourself at an 8 out of 10, meaning that there are only 2 stops above that. That means you're 1, 2 away from perfect. Ma'am, you already showed
that because I don't think that I'm.
See, you're still talking. See, you just showed through. You didn't. I ask questions in a certain way, and it reveals you put yourself on an 8 out of 10. I don't care whether you think 10 is perfect or not. It's the highest on the scale. Whatever you call that, that's what it is. And you gave yourself 1, 2 spots down. You're overestimating your value. You're a 5. You're average. You're a little bit below average height. You're a little bit above average weight. You're at a nursing degree. You don't have masters of the universe trying to marry you. You have
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, Jesus. To the audience. We're asking a question about value and how women assess their value. Ma'am, your value to the marketplace is in the kind and caliber of man that is trying to marry you. That's the surest way women can determine their value to the marketplace.
So, if I may ask a question, you previously stated that my career wasn't a woman's career was not what made her high value. And I did not mention that not only do I have my career, I'm 27 years old, a homeowner, and
so doesn't matter to us.
And that doesn't matter to you.
It doesn't matter to us. It doesn't matter to us.
And right, I get that, because as a high value man, you have all of those things. You can do all of those things. You're not worried about my money at all. You're worried about whether I'm going to be able to contribute to you in your life.
So,
right?
So you tell us that you have your home. What is the point, though? I don't understand.
It's not to make the point of what I have and what I don't have. It's
ma'am, I think if you're asking a question about, ultimately we'll go back, and this is another point. It becomes exhausting. I'm just built for this because I'm good at what I do.
I see you're very patient.
I'm talking, and the thing is, audience, when most women don't want to accept that they've been lied to and they're lying to themselves. That's why I say fresh face out of the shower. That means they see themselves naked. There are no more lies then. There's no more makeup. There's no more nothing. She said on a good hair day. That means they know the reality. And in that reality, you still give yourself 2 steps down from 10. That means somebody who is wholly invested in overinflating their value. We talked about a beauty standard, not home ownership. Coming out of the shower fresh, coming out of the shower fresh face had nothing to do with your professionalism or your home or your money. It had everything to do with what you came into the earth with, your beauty. That's
Okay,
it.
so
And you
no, but
overestimated it.
okay, so let's take
So
out
typically
what I have.
women typically overestimate their value. And then they talk about what do we do when we get men who aren't meeting our value. The reason you're not getting men to meet your value is because you've overestimated it. That's the problem. You've overestimated your value. You can go hang out with what's her name up there in Canada. Y'all could be roommates. But I'm gonna tell you, at the end of the day, I want you guys to understand something, that the agreeable factor. The older women tend to get, older people tend to get, but women in this case, it's common for them to become less agreeable because they've had more time on the planet to believe what they believe. This is why when I was talking to the woman from Canada, I'm like, what are you talking about? Nature is against this stuff. And if you want to get right down to it, women who are most wanted, in high demand, have the characteristics, and there typically isn't an older woman. And a lot of older women are going to get angry with me for saying that, and they're going to offer all kind of anecdotal, tangential, one-off examples. I'm not that way. I know people that aren't that way, the people I am around. But again, it is very simple to see the breakdown. The breakdown, as demonstrated with the women I talk to, except for Sarah, is an overestimation of their value from the 25-year-old to the 23-year-old to the 27-year-old. I'm very good at what I do. Overestimating. The woman in Canada, the home wrecker. And in the free West, women are allowed to wreck their homes. They're allowed to do this. The thing is, guys, what do? You don't argue with them. You just identify women like this in your circle as soon as possible, and you just piece them out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab.
Just piece them out. There's nothing to be gained or argued because women like the woman from Canada, it gets them excited to argue, and because right now they're still young enough. But like I said, at 27, it's time to sell. 30, 50% off. 35, put it on clearance. 40, at the outlet. 50, Salvation Army or Goodwill. That's what I said. Because when you talk to as many women who are over 40, actually 45 to 50, there is little to no fight left in most. Because life is right here. I don't take that back. Not over 40. 45 to 50. The closer women get to 50 is the more realistic. 50-year-old women tend to have more truth because just like I talked to a woman yesterday on Instagram, 42. She's still in this fantasy fight. And ladies, you're not doing yourself any favors with the sign language needing to be right. Men get to decide, and men are saying they don't want. Women like a lot of the women I talk to simply are not in demand. And what makes them not be in demand is not their looks. Not initially. It's the mindset, the fitness, their mental fitness, their physical fitness, their whether or not they're feminine, not femininity, whether or not they're feminine, and whether they're naturally nurturing. Go back and look at the broadcast. I laid it out. It's not, We're gonna build on this. You guys said you want to call it high demand or most wanted. Most wanted women is kind of jacked up by America's Most Wanted. America's Most Wanted. So you're women in the high demand women. Ladies, the question is, do you want to become a woman in high demand? If you do, if you want to become a woman that's in high demand, cool. What are you going to do about it? If you want to become a woman that's in high demand, what are you going to do about it? You need to understand, number one, what the men are demanding. That is simply it. You can say, I'm a woman, I'm in high demand, but the only way this works is if men are trying to wife you. That's the ultimate determining factor. That's why I talked to the woman who's 27 who kept talking about value, value, value. Women who typically have an issue with value, it is a fair bet that they are likely overvaluing themselves and they're having a problem adjusting to reality. The cognitive dissonance of I'm here, she said she's an 8. In any universe, an 8, 9, or 10. I don't care if you disagree with Beyonce. It doesn't matter. What we do know is 8 is here, 9 is here, 10 is here. We know that. That's in the honor roll. 3.0 GPA. Come on, ladies. Get real with where you're at. Men have to do it all the time. Men have to do it all the time, but then you ladies get upset when you have to do it. But like it or not, you gotta get real with it. You gotta get real with it.
And look at you. You're average at best.
Yep. You gotta look at it, ladies. You're average at best. And today, average has become an insult. Average has become an insult, and I'm sorry. If you're average, you're average. Are you average?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, that's the perfect question. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
If you're average, deal with it. Till the next time, peace. Your godfather is gone. Give him a little no man's land on the way out the door. Shout out to the PhDs.
I'm a PhD. I don't need a cookbook.
Shout out to the PhDs.